Buenos días, buenas tardes y buenas noches a todos. Donde sea que estés en este momento, esto es El Momento. How much I have missed you all. As always, I am your host, Eleanor Orrillo, logging on today after almost a whole month. You guys don't understand how much I love doing this. Today's episode will be a little bit of catching up, not only on me, but also just overall with things that have happened in the last month. So, without further ado, let's go. First, let's address the elephant in the room. Where exactly have I been for the last month? I needed a break. I do a lot and don't have enough time to dedicate to everything I would like to. The intense cold also didn't help very much. The winter weather in Louisville is not for the weak. I decided I needed a break from my personal extra work that I give myself. Aside from that, I was prepping for a very important interview and participating in my school's musical Mean Girls. Now that that's over, I only have one more musical for the spring season and nothing truly important coming up anytime soon. So that's a quick explanation that no one asked for, but I still feel obliged to give. I wound up finding this really nice Wikipedia article that has everything in chronological order, so I'm going to be referencing that for a lot of the newsy-esque type items. To start us off, on March 5th, Meta Platforms experienced a severe outage with apps like Facebook and Instagram crashing. I personally remember this day because I was trying to post something for Beauty Within You, and it kept rebooting me, and I tried all of my different accounts and it just kept glitching. I thought it was just me until I read the headlines and realized that it was everyone. On March 10th, aka Mario Day, we held the 96th Annual Academy Awards. Emma Stone won Best Actress for her work in Poor Things, and Cillian Murphy won Best Actor for his work in Oppenheimer. Ryan Gosling performed his hit song I'm Just Ken, which was absolutely spectacular, and John Cena presented the award for costume design naked? Cena was not completely nude as he wore a modesty garment, but the bit was a nod to streaker Robert Opel, who ran through the 1974 Academy Awards. Overall, it was a wonderful show and really fun to watch. March 26th, we witnessed the horrible collapse of the Francis Scott Key Bridge. This collapse happened after container ship Dali struck a bridge column. I was scrolling on Instagram Reels a few days after and found a slow motion video of what happened, and it was insanely scary to see how easily the bridge crumbled. Like, I literally couldn't believe it. 4 people lost their lives to this collapse. Now, let's talk pop culture. Kate Middleton disappears randomly. Now, before you guys call me insensitive, I'm fully aware that she is indeed not missing and has been battling cancer. My regards go out to her and her family. But I just want to take a minute to address the photo of her and her kids that was released initially. Like, I'm so sorry, but the moment I saw it, I knew it was fake. If you haven't seen the photo, I suggest Googling it because honestly, no one was going to be fooled. Rihanna holds a $6 million performance for a prestigious family in India. Now, my Sweet 16 is coming up, but never in my wildest dreams would I have imagined doing something like that. I am content knowing that Bad Bunny is going to be in town on the day of my birthday. I'm not going to the concert, but I will be driving around downtown just to get a glimpse of it. The card declined at therapy trend. For those of you who don't exactly know what I mean, because understandably that phrase doesn't make a lot of sense, this trend is where users record themselves with the caption of, when your card declines at therapy, so they bring out, and the person that they bring out is the person who made you need therapy. It's actually really funny if you have a bit of a darker sense of humor. I always pictured it'd be like that scene from the Anti-Hero music video, and for me, they just have the people I've ghosted in white sheets, like a ghost, and they'd all have little name tags with their names on them. TikTok almost got banned. Like, what? I'm sorry. Again, remember this is all my personal opinion, but if we are strengthening social media laws before we begin to strengthen gun regulations, then I think there is something wrong. I said what I said. Quiet on Set, a docuseries that revealed the toxicity going on behind some of the most iconic kids shows of the late 1990s and early 20s premiered. I personally knew somewhat about the Dan Schneider cases, having grown up watching shows like Victorious and Sam and Cat, but later learned about what those actors had to put up with. It still blows my mind how much was going on behind closed doors that people didn't realize. Rent appears to be due for various artists this spring season. Olivia Rodrigo released Guts Spilled with songs like Obsessed and So American, which I definitely haven't been blaring in my headphones while I walk. Like, what are you even talking about? Dua Lipa is getting ready to release her album Radical Optimism, and Camila Cabello just made a heck of a comeback. I have been playing her new hyperpop song I Love It daily. I had to warm up to it a bit at first, especially Playboy Cardi's verse right in the middle, which I still don't fully comprehend, but that's alright. Also, can we take a moment to talk about Cowboy Carter? Oh my goodness, you guys, Beyonce's album is totally deserving of a Grammy, and I hope she wins one for this one. Album of the Year who? That is officially your El Momento March recap, my loves. A lot happened this month, but this is the general gist of it. Along with this, I have a special announcement. Well, not entirely special per se, but it is important. Instead of posting on Wednesdays per usual, I'm going to start launching on Sundays. Why? I'm just going to have to tell you to stay curious. I'm so excited to be back and couldn't be more happy to have shared this time with you. As always, I am your host, Eleanor Orrillo, and this has been El Momento. See you next week.